Hi, business students. Welcome to week 15 of the course. I'm going to go over a few things that are due this week as well as things that are coming up. So let me go ahead and switch to iLearn. Okay, so this week you have one of the most important things that's due is your research and recommendation report draft. Again, this isn't the final one. The final one's not due until the very end of class, so the finals week. This is just for me to give you feedback because you had peer review on week 13, and now it's my chance to give you guys some feedback on your research and recommendation report. Okay, so again, don't stress, it's just a draft. But do make sure you have the basic things like the title page, the executive summary, the table of contents, clear purpose and problem, clear recommendations, a clear plan for implementing those recommendations, and a reference page. Make sure that it's formatted correctly in a PDF format. Just thinking about all the things we learned this semester on formatting, like using bullet points, using color, using headers, not having massive paragraphs that are very hard to parse through. Okay. Here are two examples again for your reference if you wanted to look those over. Something related, I've been posting some things for citations. So if you clicked here, I've got two images that I did from teaching in class this last week. This is basically for in-text citations. So when you are citing a source within your report, so let's say that you're looking at, I don't know, Amazon, right? And you're looking at kind of the sort of the negativity around them, but you want to cite this one source that said something that you thought was important, either if it's numbers or a graph or whatever, I don't know, just a quote. We are going to be doing APA style for this class, but you are welcome to use MLA. I'm familiar with MLA. You can choose one or the other, just stick with one. But for the purpose of this class, I'm going to use the APA style in my examples. So if you're citing a source, right, you want to introduce the title of it, whether it's the title of an article or the title of a YouTube video or a documentary, or maybe it's just the title of a website or a web page on that site, and then the author's name. Now, if there's no author, then it would be either the organization or the company that created this sort of information. And then in quotations would be your direct quote. And then the year it was published, or if you can't find the year, just find the most dated date on the website itself or the page, and you would put that there. Here's another example of how you could do it. And then if you're just using paraphrase and you're not quoting, you still need to cite. Just make sure you have the name of the author, the company, or the organization, comma, and then the year. So that's kind of how you would do that. It's very basic. And then for the reference page, works cited page, bibliography, whatever you want to call it. Again, we're using APA style. So you'd want to have the last name and the first name, unless it's a company or organization that you're quoting from, in which case you would put that there instead. The date that it was published, or the most recent date on the website or the page, the title of the page, the article, whatever it is, and then the publication or the website itself, period, and then the URL. URLs are usually right here. So you just copy and paste whatever that is, and that's the URL on the thing that you're on, of course, the actual site, okay? So that's how you would do that. And then, where'd it go? Sorry, I lost it. It's coming back. There we go. And then you'd want to put it in alphabetical order according to whatever is the first letter here. So yeah, whatever it is. Okay, so those are some little examples. And then going back, I also posted a link to Purdue OWL. This is, a reference guide for citations, and it goes through all different kinds of sources. Also tells you how to do a title page, abstract, all the kind of stuff. A works cited page. There's even samples so you can see how a paper looks if you are interested. I'm not looking for perfection. I just want to see that you know how to cite sources. Another thing is when you're doing your research, you can search through the library website. You don't have to. You can use Google. You can use Google Scholar, whatever you want. But if you want to, you can look through here. And if you ever have questions for librarians, you can ask them up here. And then they also are available 24 hours for assistance through the chat function here. So just so you know. I do like to use Amazon or Amazon. I like to use Wikipedia because it's a good way to start. And you never want to cite Wikipedia specifically, but if you notice all the kind of highlights, these are usually from substantial sources. So what you could do is click on, you see these little numbers, these link you to the actual source itself, and that's what you want to cite. So right there, I'd click on it, and this would take me to the website that has the specific source. Although it looks like here, Oh, good. Here we go. So yeah. So here's the kind of rankings. And then you would cite this site itself. So because there's no author, the author is Fortune magazine, right? And it would be, let's look the web page, the most up to date. So the 2021. So that's what I would say, that it's 2021 is the date. And then the URL would be that. Oh, sorry. It would be that right there. And then, yeah, so that's what you would do for that. Let's look further. Now, if you're on YouTube, YouTube is tricky because, again, anybody can post on it. So you never know, who's posting what. It could be just some random person posting propaganda, right? Like, so you always want to check and make sure the sources are right. So you want to click on the author. I mean, we know NBC News is credible, but let's just pretend we don't know who they are. So I'd click on, the person that posted the video. And then it usually should take you to other videos that have been posted, the community, and then the about sections. You can kind of see what this person is or what this organization is. And that can give you a better idea of what the source is. And that's kind of how you want to check that it's credible. So, if you're on a YouTube page and it's just a bunch of cat videos, you probably should think twice about citing them because they may not be a credible source. You want to see that they are actually invested and know something about what they're posting and talking about, right? So that might be a good thing to do. And then looking ahead, your report deck is due on the 12th. So that's your slides for your research and recommendation report. Your Flipgrid will be due on the 10th as well. And then just so you guys know, I've already posted your link and your names are in there. So if you have any issues getting in, let me know. And you can do up to 5 minutes for this video, so it's a little bit longer. But it is required to pass this assignment, so do make sure that you guys do that. Okay, and that's it. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to email me or come to the Zoom meeting. We're doing this Thursday at 6. So it's posted in the announcements for week 13. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, do let me know. Thanks. Bye.